So I want this one. I got LeBron. 90 is gonna take out you.
We make it hot, we gon' turn up the temperature. Got a little she the signature. Had to sit down and I read me some literature. He try and cross me, you know I'm a finisher. I grab that efficiently. They eating, they got a deficiency. Preaching on songs, I'ma need me a ministry. I'm out of London enjoying the scenery. Scam in the bank, I engage in. How you gon' swipe with no massive negligent? Blew a whole 30 on fashion and frivolous. But I still can get ignorant. Don't talk with me looking like Lola. She kinda crazy, I think she for me in the ice when you add up the total. Custom made. Shout is trying to come and have fun. Hit ATMs and extract funds. Real, we gon' get it done. Remember, we was scraping up crumbs. Brought the whole team from the slums. Lounge truck, rose truck, black on black.
She's a little.
Yeah, born in the 90s, I'm ballin' like Mike. These shrimp think when I left wrist hitting it. I'm straight off the block and got rich off the mic. Shout out, got rich off of all these like I'm finna go. Bad trying to give me face. Sky got it. Then my neck full of ice. Yeah, I got it out the mud. Got it. Somehow I fell in love with my chains just got out the tub. Can't go in no with no glove. Pink ring looking like a light bulb. Ain't showing need no love. Ain't showing need no mercy. Ain't buying need no purse. Don't ask what I'm doing, I'm work. When I die, they gon' hang up my jersey. Baby, who is your surgeon? She gon' go back after I then back blurred. That broke, I am allergic to it. I got demons in the dark. Yeah.
Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball.
Let's get this done.
Tonight, it'll be Chicago going up against Orlando. This is Kevin Harlan, joined at the broadcast table by Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And as always, we'll hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. Now let's take a look at the Bulls opening lineup. We've got Nance. Starks is out there with Curry. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Thurman in at the 4 slot. And for the Magic, underneath, in the post, it's Banchero and Carter Jr. Sliding in at the wing, we'll see Caldwell Pope and Wagner. And it's Suggs in at the point. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Bulls. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And how about when Curry gets fancy with it? Confidence is what allows him to pull off these moves.
Into the lane. Suggs misses off the right
Here
eye. Here we go, one-on-one. Oh, Nance in position.
That's how I did some
What
that.
should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, that just comes down to the timing being off between those two guys.
Pass to Suggs. Back to Caldwell Pope. The three. Wow, through the contact, and that three almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. It goes on Starks. And now Orlando on the break. Here's Suggs.
Clearly, foul.
The Magic shooting their first free throws of the game.
Second team foul. At the line for your home team, Jalen Suggs. Taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Christie is checked in for John Starks. And he can't hit the second. Here's Christie. Knocks down the 3-ball.
And the three-point shot of Christie, so dangerous. A very capable shooter when the D gives him space.
From 11 feet away. And that one's good. Suggs. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Right wing. Here's Christie. Outside Curry. Pass to Christie. A three-pointer, no good. Here's Orlando now. Here's Wagner. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Franz Wagner, as we know, Stan, came into the league with a splash and hasn't really slowed up since.
Now, Kevin, I think he's surprised a lot of people. He has never played like a young guy. He's always played with the maturity of a veteran guy, and he just keeps getting more and more responsibility. He's handled it well, and then he could become a perennial all-star.
I like that assessment. Carter with a screen on Nance. Just 5 to shoot.
Shoot
Finds Carter. Over Adebayo. And that'll be
That's
coming
fucking
up.
crazy.
Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Bam Adebayo.
Top 20 in the league in rebounding and effective field goal percentage. Can shoot the three. Great.
Well, Thurman is an intimidating presence at center. He's athletic, strong, and
Here's Banchero. Now here's Anthony. Back to Banchero. Fires the three. That one falls, coming off Anthony's feet.
he's got a nice slow motion on his long-range shots. And I think Banchero will be a consistent three-point shooter at the NBA level. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Now, here's Wagner. Here's Banchero. And out of bounds is Chicago gains possession.
Nowitzki. Substitution on the court.
The Bulls leading by 3. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Mitchell. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
Oh, the leaping ability of Mitchell, allowing him to go way upstairs.
Christie against Suggs. Pass to Banchero. Now, here's Suggs. He's tightly guarded. 6 on the shot clock. And so it looks like the Magic will retain possession here. Wagner's checked in for Wendell Carter. Isaac comes in for Banchero. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Jalen Suggs. And Chicago also making a switch. Thompson's checked in.
Well, when you give him room like that, just expect it to go in.
LeBron takes to Mitchell. Over Caldwell-Pope. The shot by Mitchell, no good. 2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
And it's Wagner missing.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Anthony. Slam dunk by Anthony.
Last night,
Just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw it done like that in a game. Here's Westbrook. Off the left rim and out. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
At the line for one.
That's good from Wagner. So going with an almost entirely new group here. Here's Anthony. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team.
Please give a big round of applause for Jordan Speed. Give it a hand, fans. Jordan Speed.
Right.
It's Curry outside, and the three-point.
I did it early, no.
Curry's got 7 points.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just
The scoring faster. Furious as we end the first quarter. Bulls out front, up 4. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Bulls.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And one other thing they've done well today, guys, share the ball. I mean, set up teammates and just playing unselfishly.
The Bulls leading by 4. So for Chicago right now, we got Stephen Curry. Also starts out there. Adebayo, who's out there with Nance.
The Dogs had first challenges.
Great work inside by Curry there. So clever and composed in the paint.
Here's Wagner following the basket by Stephen Curry. Here's Starks. Drills it from outside. Starks has got the lead up to 9 now for the Bulls.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
The drive by Anthony, and it's Anthony slamming it down.
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how brilliant throwdown. And the Bulls making a change.
LeBron James, Doug Christie, Luka Doncic.
What are we talking about, bro? What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Right, bro? That's why you don't link up with people because they like, bro. Okay. I don't know about that message. I could. Why can't? I don't know how to play this message, bro. This is why, bro. I can't even find that. I mean,
Anthony against Curry. Anthony left side.
yeah, you go back and guard your fucking man.
From deep three-point land, Anthony's shot is off. Chicago leading by 7. Well, G.A. Adebayo came from very humble beginnings.
Yeah, raised by his mother, and Kevin Van's main motivation in life was to get her out of that trailer. He worked extremely hard, and now, arguably, a top 25 player.
Once again off the mark, Orlando.
And I'm sure next time he sits down, coach is going to have a few choice words for him with that shot selection.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't the shot they were looking for. You got to keep the ball moving in that situation.
And he makes that one.
Stronger than he looks. Curry able to take the hit there and finish.
And it's Harris with the ball for the Magic. 9-point game. Outside Anthony.
Now I'm confused. You can put it like that.
From 13, another miss by Orlando. And so here in Chicago, here's Curry with the 3, and it's Wagner with the rebound. They can use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Isaac with the steal. The 3 from Anthony. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got 5 rebounds tonight. The shot is good from Christie.
Excellent at dishing the rock. Luka with the nice feed.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with this guy. Orlando going with an almost entirely new group. Carter, he's checked in for Wagner. And Carroll comes in for Isaac. Franz Wagner's checked in for Contavious Caldwell-Pope. And Jalen Suggs is subbed in for Cole Anthony. Now, here's Wagner. 6 points for him.
I'm not going to do that around.
The shot, no good. Chicago leading by 11 to the middle.
Why did he move? Oh my God, LeBron, you took him put on the bench.
Suggs against Mitchell. Suggs passes to Curry.
Even from over here, you can see that one pretty clear.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
First team foul. At the line for your home team.
And the first one at the line is good. On the approach, he's checked in for Gary Harris. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw. Well, we're used to the stretch big man these days, Stan.
I gotta miss that.
How is he still effective?
Well, Kevin Bam is a highly skilled big in his own right. He just doesn't have the three-point shot. But he's got the ball handling, he's got the passing, and he's got the mid-range jumper, and he puts those things together.
I don't think you
into a very
understand what you're
effective
trying to get yourself into.
Yeah, he has a good handle, doesn't he?
He's got a great handle.
Now, Banchero following the three-point attempt by Donovan Mitchell.
Well, this was his shot to miss, honestly. Poor coverage, good setup. He just couldn't knock it down.
There's the triple. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists now in this one. Orlando trailing.
Black people do it to the females out here. You think that it's when they ready to be stuck with a black, be stuck with a bad time with a black man. Really, the black man really do.
Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Stolen by
That's the second time, LeBron.
And here we go with the Magic fast break. It's stolen by Adebayo. And here comes Brown. Leading the three is the lob. LeBron flies through the air.
And how about the out-of-this-world athleticism?
It took what's the call? Not less than 24 hours to do.
To the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GM, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
Here's LeBron following the bucket by Orlando. Suggs with the steal. Fast break. Here come the Magic. Oh, and that one, no question. Put it down.
Smart and decisive when gambling. Defensively, Suggs excellent at forcing turnovers.
Pass to Brown. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
For Chicago, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
A talented scorer and versatile defender. The athletic Brown is a vital piece for this team.
Here's Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
Taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Away team foul.
The Magic have missed a few free throws up to this point, shooting 4-7 from the foul line tonight.
Third team foul. At the line for 2.
The free throw drops for Suggs.
I'm glad I did get.
Both free throws good from Suggs. He gets it up. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's Chicago, enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels. And it's gotten them up big. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. into the second half. We'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him. Really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
And it's the ball. Sliding in at the wing, you'll see Caldwell Pope and
I'm not touching that.
underneath in the post. It's Banchero and Carter Jr. And it's Suggs in at the one. This is out there for Orlando. Chicago leading by 10. Curry with it. And it's Carter picking him up. And Adebayo throws it down.
With strong athleticism, Adebayo can finish just about any lob with his large catch radius.
Banchero outside. From the arc. Chicago grabs the miss. The first overall pick, and Stan, we have seen this kid, 6'10" Paolo Banchero. How impressive have you assessed his passing skill?
Well, Kevin, it was the thing that surprised me most about him when he came in the NBA. I knew he could put the ball on
I don't give a fuck about that.
basket, get to the free
Why
throw
we?
line, but he
It's
is
only
one of
this.
the
Okay,
best
okay.
playmakers in this league, making the game easier for all of his teammates.
You aren't kidding. That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Mitchell, he's checked in for Chicago.
Timeout.
Jalen Brunson comes in for Stephen Curry.
Started.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. He wants to talk to his guys.
If you see yourself on the big screen, then you know what to do. Show us your move. Way to go, everyone. Let's hear it for you.
Caldwell Pope finds Carter. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. There's Faulkner with the three. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Adebayo's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Here's Mitchell.
He even tried to take a charge.
Another shot, and he sinks the layup. Mitchell's got 7 points.
And bursting through inside, so difficult to contain when Mitchell's on the attack.
Here's Suggs. It's good from long range.
He might not have the long range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down over one like that.
And here's Brunson outside. Rebound by Paolo Banchero. Pass to Brunson. Here's the teardrop. Brunson among the bigs.
Amazing floater from Brunson. He continues to show how dangerous he can be.
Nice move, and it's pushed. And they get it back. Suggs. Great D that time from Adebayo. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for Chicago. 13-point lead. For 3 more. Drains the three-pointer. He's got 8.
And you see how Brunson's fine-tuned his playmaking ability. That pass on time and on point.
Going inside. And it's Suggs missing.
Oh, nice job protecting the rim. Turning an easy bucket into a miss.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Carter with a screen on Mitchell. Banchero passes to Carter. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
Well, he didn't go up very strong there, and the defense was able to just push him off his shot.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. Now, here's Suggs. He's got 10. And it's Banchero missing. Now the Bulls with it. They're on a 15-5 run here. Nance slams on Adebayo.
Don't take your eyes off Bam. When he comes off the floor, he gets up and the slams are just too good to miss.
And we got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Checked in for Carter. Isaac comes in for Paolo Banchero. Harris is checked in for Caldwell Pope. And Anthony subbed in for Suggs. .107 left in the third quarter. Wagner passes.
So he asked.
That one's off, still out of sync.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Well, sometimes you just make shots, but they've certainly come out on a tear here in the third quarter.
Now Curry. Following Franz Wagner's three-point attempt. Here's Christie. And the three off target. Christie's gone 2 of 5 from the floor. Pass to Anthony. Free throw line jump shot. Chalk up 2 there. 6 points for Cole Anthony.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Here's Ware. And Nance kicks to Curry. Puts up a 3.
Oh, there. Oh, my God.
Curry on the wing.
There we go.
A shot's good on the assist by Nance. Nance has got 3 assists in the game. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
So they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
The first one falls.
Gary Harris taking 2 shots.
That one is no good. And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your dance team. Give him a hand, fans. Your dance team.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books. And this one all but over already. It's the Bulls just dominating this one. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammate.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. So the Bulls 5 right now. James is out there with Larry Nance. Then it's Starks. Then it's Mitchell. And it's Thurman in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Team foul. Second personal foul. First team foul. Checking in for the away team.
Here's Harris. Long range from the inbound. And Ware pulls it down. Ware's got 4 rebounds in this game. The drive by Mitchell. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
And footwork really so important. Donovan threads the drive there with such great.
Anthony dishes to Howard. Rebound by the Bulls.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet. Well, that's why he's out there using his size in the paint.
Watching the line there, that'll be a backcourt violation. Chicago making some changes. Jaylen Brown comes in for Larry Nance. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Mitchell. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Anthony taking his time here. Inside. Isaac kicks to Harris. Pass to Howard. It's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
Curry's checked in for the Bulls. Howard's shot is good. Chicago leading by 23. And stolen by Wagner. Isaac passes to Anthony. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Misses the layup. And so Brown will bring it up for Chicago. Crosses over. Curry. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
On the offensive end, Curry both prolific and efficient.
Brunson against Anthony. Down low. Here's Isaac. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Ware's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And stolen by Harris. The steal to the inside. It's hauled in by the Magic.
Well, that alley-oop attempt, in case of what could have been, just didn't finish the play.
Well, it's not easy to time that up. Just not quite in sync there.
So a new group on the floor for Orlando. Curry is inside. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. And here's the fast break. Suggs leading the way. And it's blocked by Brown.
Great positioning and timing by Brown. Using his athleticism to come away with the rejection.
That's tipped. Caldwell Pope against Curry. The Magic again can't hit. Caldwell Pope's gone 1 of 4 from the field. Ware, good. Ware's got his first bucket in this one.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
And he comes up with the deuce. And look at how the hustle game has been going for Chicago.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And another place they're finding success is in transition. They've been working hard to get ahead of the defense and find those easy ones.
Now Brown following Franz Wagner's three-point attempt.
Ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball on the offensive end.
Well, the coaching staff made some adjustments for the second half, and they've come out with focus and execution.
Here's Caldwell Pope. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Caldwell Pope, explosive off the floor. He can catch you unawares with his dunk.
And it's Brown missing. Here are the Magic now. Over to the left wing. No one near Suggs as he lets it go. Had the space there, but it's offline. With the teardrop. Stolen by Carter. Fast break. Here come the Magic. And it's Suggs missing.
Might be time for a little different approach. His shot hasn't been falling here in the second half.
And he gets it to go.
Oh, what a find. The ball just comes out of Brunson's hands on. Time.
Suggs with the ball, and Curry picks him up defensively. Caldwell Pope kicks to Suggs. Brown against Wagner. Shot clock at 6. Got a piece of it. Curry on the wing. He's covered by Suggs, and he gets the bucket.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential.
And part of an overall effort for Kentavious going for higher percentage shots. At that time, working inside.
Curry attacking. Takes the 13-footer. And it's sent back by Carter. Chicago calls timeout. Guys, your thoughts?
And the game pretty much over. Timeout here.
Well, they could be trying to just make a change just so their subs can close this game out.
And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Stephen Curry.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight, just amazing. He hadn't just been gunning. He's been picking his spots. And you need that kind of patience and discipline to shoot as well as he had.
Now to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players. Here's Brunson. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't get home to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us tonight on 2K Sports. And now, our player of the game, Stephen Curry.
My boy had 20 points, 1, 3, 4, 9. That nigga had 11 rebounds. He had 9. He had 8. I thought he scored like something.
That's a fact, that's a fact.
I'm in a city. It's home with it, like I got a money. 4 a.m. in this, ain't going to sleep, I'm on a mission. Louis V on my bag, get some money, made a difference. I'm still the same, no different. But I came a long way from transported penny pitching. Talking about L's, man, I hand them out on any given. Sunny calls to the public, still I'm getting chicken. I'm just reminiscing, I was broke as when that song dropped the fake. Heard they talking about I switch, I put the city on my back.
Been through this and that, though we still intact. If that off in the back, then I guess we wasn't a match. Me and my dogs all made a pack. If we don't get it, we can't come back. And every time we came back, that's a fact, that's a fact. Been through this and that, though we still intact. That's right here for all the ones that ain't here, can't come back. If there's one thing I'ma do is put the crib on my back. Now we back, that's a fact, that's a fact, that's a fact.
Wait, when I came too far to let you in me.
Alright.
That's a fact, that's a fin that. Cut back. Shit, move up with me.
Aqua's up, man.
Get snap back, let me talk them getting lit. Used to dream of being big like big. Martin Luther King, shit, see how I live me. Big necklace, wrist froze, big step, wrist, big. And I'm free, and I'm getting richer than a tote. I ain't look like low shit, he say clean.
What's up with
get me back on my feet.
Feel better when it's served, that's a fact. Play me, lesson learned, that's a fact. Everybody gon' get their turn, that's a fact. If the job ain't done, I don't wanna hear congrats. Mortal Kombat straight out the pit, that's a fact. Thought I wasn't gonna bounce back in this, that's a fact. The best thing my ex ever had, that's a fact. Only thing with they back against the wall is the plaques.
No copy wrong.
Girls at YBS Village? He's so fine.
Hey, Roy, they check on my brother. Nigga, I stutter. Shawty just love me on scene, yeah, she want another. I ain't no sucker. Got these girls be like me. Make mad, they wanna fight me. I'm a heavy hitter, don't you be lightly. On my gossip, roots on my teeth. I'm tryna get my deal before my EDD run out. I ain't saying if they ain't talking about them out. Be like on the shade room. YBS coin, that's it, that make the trade boom. For real, can't wait for my to hit. That's it. YBS way too hot for all this. We lit. Young Ryan Nick, speaking of fact. Oh, I'm the voice. All my in can't turn my back. Never had no choice. I'm the young black king on the come up. They come up. And when I drop my the trucks gon' go up. But go up. If the label let me drop it. I swear the industry some ops. And when I get that label money, I'm getting it for you, not as a cop.